The child who woke up in another life. There was once a quiet 12-year-old boy named Arin. He was ordinary in every way, kind, gentle, a little shy. But inside him lived a storm of doubts he didn't know how to control. Some days he felt hopeful, other days he felt invisible, but nothing in his life was strange. Until the night everything changed. One evening after a long day at school, Arin fell asleep thinking about all the mistakes he had made. He wished he could run away from himself, just for a moment. And when he opened his eyes again, the world was no longer the same. He woke up in a soft, golden light. Birds he had never seen before sang outside a window he didn't recognize. Confused, Arin stood up and looked around. Everything seemed peaceful. Too peaceful. A knock sounded at the door, and a young man entered. A young man who looked exactly like him. "Good morning," the man said warmly. "You must be me. From another time." Arin stared, speechless. The man smiled. "Don't worry, you're safe. You're in your future." Arin felt something loosen in his chest. This version of him looked confident, calm, almost glowing. As they talked, Arin discovered something unbelievable. He had woken up in a future that formed itself based on how he had lived yesterday. Because he had tried his best that day, helping a friend, finishing homework, being kind despite feeling tired, his future had blossomed into something bright. And this future version of himself lived in peace, surrounded by gratitude, with a heart that felt steady and brave. Before the day ended, Arin returned to sleep in that world, and woke up again in his own bed, with the morning sun touching his face. He thought it was a dream, until the next night. That night, Arin fell asleep feeling frustrated and angry at himself. He had argued with a classmate, failed a quiz, and spent the whole evening doubting if he was good enough. When he opened his eyes, everything was different again, this time darker. The room was cold, the air felt heavy. And sitting on the floor was an older version of himself, knees pulled to his chest, staring at nothing. Arin's heart tightened. This future was lonely, silent, full of regret. "Who are you?" Arin whispered. The older boy didn't look up. "I'm who you become, when you stop believing in yourself." Arin tried to speak, but his throat closed. The boy finally turned his head, revealing tired eyes that looked far older than they should. "You think words don't matter," he said quietly. "You think one bad day means nothing. But every doubt, every moment of giving up, builds me." Arin felt tears sting his eyes. He wanted to reach out, but the boy shook his head gently. "Don't be afraid of me," he whispered. "Just don't become me." When Arin woke up again, his pillow was damp. From that night on, he kept waking in different futures. Some beautiful, some broken, some strange, some gentle. Each one taught him something. A future where he became a kind teacher. A future where he lived far away, exploring the world. A future where he forgot how to smile. A future where he helped thousands of people. A future where he disappeared from everyone's memory. Every version of him was born from one tiny choice made the day before. Arin began to understand something powerful. The future is not a single path. It grows from the person you choose to be today. But then came the night he would never forget. He fell asleep exhausted, overwhelmed by fear that he might fail his exam. And instead of a future with him in it, he woke up in a world where Arin no longer existed. People whispered his name like a tragedy. A candle burned in his empty bedroom. His parents' faces carried a sadness too deep to describe. Arin ran through the village shouting, I'm here! I'm still here! But no one heard him. No one saw him. He realized the truth like a knife to the heart. This was the future created when he completely stopped believing in himself. If he didn't find his way out before sunset, he would vanish forever from every future and from himself. As the sky darkened, Arin searched desperately. He followed every whisper of wind, every flicker of light, until he found a small lantern placed beneath a tree. The flame inside it trembled, tiny and fragile. He knew instantly what it was, the last spark of his belief. Arin bent down, cupped his hands around it and whispered, "Please, don't go out. I'm still trying. I'm still here." The flame brightened. Then it surged, lighting up the entire sky. The world shattered into light, and Arin jolted awake in his own bed, crying with relief. From that day, Arin lived differently. Not perfectly, not without mistakes, but with intention, with gentleness, with effort, with belief. He understood that the future wasn't somewhere far away. It was waiting inside every small choice he made. And somewhere, in all the countless futures he had seen, the versions of him, bright or dark, smiled quietly. Because in that moment, Arin finally understood the lesson they had been trying to teach. You wake up in a different life every day. The one you end up in depends on the person you choose to be.